Hohem just released, yes, another gimbal, but unlike the recent M6, which is just for smartphones, the Hohem MT2 is a 4-in-1 gimbal, so if you've got multiple cameras and you don't want to carry around multiple gimbals with you, the MT2 is going to work with mirrorless cameras, compact cameras, mobile phones and action cameras, and it'll support a payload up to 1.2 kilograms. And with the 1/4-inch holes on the gimbal, you're going to be able to attach accessories like microphones, if you're going to be using this as a steady option for vlogging when using something like the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. That could do with a bit of help ironing out the jitters after active stabilization is enabled, because it doesn't quite match up to an action camera like the GoPro or the Osmo Action 3. You're going to need a gimbal if you want super smooth footage, and so the Hohem MT2 does a great job of getting that smooth footage with its upgraded 3-axis stabilization. So obviously, just like with any other gimbal, before you use it, you're going to have to balance it. So on the pan, tilt and roll axes, and once you've got it all balanced, it's really nice and smooth and the motion is just really fluid. So obviously, like I said, with the Sony ZV-1 Mark II, which is what I've got at the moment, it's got that image stabilization, but it's still jittery. So this just really smooths out those little bumps that you get. And it also means that you can kind of just turn off image stabilization as well and just use the gimbal, so you're not having so much of a crop on the camera that you're using. So yeah, it just makes it really great using the gimbal like this. And like I said, you can get some really smooth footage with this gimbal as well. When you look at the design of the Hohem MT2, it's very similar to the M6, the smartphone gimbal. It's got a 0.9-inch OLED display panel, a wheel that controls the roll and focus, as you can control certain cameras via the gimbal when connected with the supplied cables, so you can start and stop recording, zoom and focus. It's also got a mode button to cycle between gimbal modes, a joystick to control the gimbal, but you can also control the gimbal via the mobile app as well, completely independently of having to use any of the controls on the gimbal. Using the phone app is really straightforward as well. Once you go into the app, you'll be asked if you want to use the phone camera or you want to use it to actually remote control the gimbal. So when you select remote control, then you're given the joystick control, motion control and time-lapse option, because you can actually shoot time lapses with the gimbal, and you can just set your A and B points so that you've got a motion time lapse. But if you want to do the whole working the gimbal from your phone and just moving the gimbal around on your phone, then you're going to select the joystick control, and then all you have to do is just move the joystick, well, move this little wheel around on your screen, and it's just going to move the gimbal around for you. So this is really great if you're a little bit further away from the gimbal and the camera and you just want to put it in a certain position without having to actually go to the gimbal and do it on the gimbal itself. So yeah, the app works really well, it's really smooth as well and no issues with it, so yeah, it's really good. And it also comes with Hohem's pretty impressive AI magnetic vision tracking sensor, which also doubles up as an RGB fill light for those situations when you're shooting in low light and you could do with a bit of a boost. So that wheel on the side also controls the light to switch it on and dial in the intensity and the colour of the light. And in terms of the AI vision tracking, it works completely with gestures, so there's no need to even have the app running. So if you shoot solo and you want to move around and have the camera track you, this is perfect and it works really well. So as you can see, the AI vision tracking sensor works just as well as it does with the Hohem M6. It's exactly the same gestures to start and stop it, and when it comes down to the actual tracking, it tracks me pretty well even if I'm going behind objects like the tree that I just went behind. So the tracking system, like I said, absolutely awesome and really invaluable if you're shooting by yourself. The sensor just attaches to the gimbal via magnets, just like the other one, and instead of it being on top, so it was on the top with the M6 because of how the clamp on the phone was, but this one goes on the side. If you intend to be out all day filming, then the gimbal's going to give you up to 17 hours of battery life, which is more than enough for a full day of shooting. And if you're trying to keep things light, then the gimbal isn't going to feel heavy at all, weighing only 653 grams. If you also like to shoot vertical footage, then the Hohem MT2 has a quick swap feature so that you can go from shooting horizontal to shooting vertically really quickly. However, the only downside is the fact that you would still have to then rebalance the gimbal after you flipped it round from horizontal to vertical. So that's where something like the FLYIN Scorp Mini has the advantage, because you can flip the camera between vertical and horizontal filming without needing to rebalance. But that being said, the FLYIN Scorp Mini isn't quite as portable as the Hohem MT2. The MT2 folds away in a better design to make it fit easily around other gear. The Scorp Mini is a little bit more awkwardly shaped, so if vertical shooting isn't a priority for you, then the MT2 is going to be the better option. I've dropped a link in the description to the Hohem MT2, so if you want to find out a little bit more about it, then the link is there, and also there's a code in the description as well so that you can get a discount if you do want to go ahead and buy it, so that's there for you. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Otherwise, I will catch you guys on the next video.